My name is Steve. I am a friend, supposedly, of Dallas Bill. He's doing another one tonight. Another Henry V, I think. How many Henrys, how many kings, I don't know. How many plays Shakespeare wrote, I don't know, I don't care. But he wanted me to do this, I'm doing it, all right? So watch it, enjoy it, but enough already, all right? Get a hobby. You ever go outside, play golf? A wonderful hobby, all right? Shakespeare, all right, enough.
Howdy, this is Dallas Bill, doing a little bit of Will. Tonight I'd like to continue working on Henry V. You know, there was a big battle right in the middle of the play, and Henry has these famous lines where he says to his troops, he says, "Once more to the breach, dear friends, once more, or close the wall up with our English dead. In peace there's nothing so becomes a man as modest stillness and humility. But when the blast of war blows in your ears, then imitate the action of the tiger. Stiffen the sinews, summon up the blood, disguise fair nature with hard-favored rage. Then lend the eye a terrible aspect. Let the brow o'erwhelm it as fearfully as doth a galled rock o'erhanging jutty, his confounded base swelled with the wild and wasteful ocean. Now set the teeth and stretch the nostril wide, hold hard the breath and bend up every spirit to its full height. On, you noble English, whose blood is fed from fathers of war-proof, fathers like so many Alexanders have from morn to evening fought and sheathed their swords for lack of argument. Dishonor not your mothers. Now attest that you call fathers did beget you. Be copy now to men of grosser blood and teach them how to war. And you, good yeomen, whose limbs were made in England, show us here the mettle of your pasture. Let us swear you are worth your breeding, which I doubt not, for there is none of you so mean and base that hath not noble luster in your eyes. The game's afoot. Follow your spirit, and upon this charge cry, God for Harry, England, and St. George!
No. Hey, Bill, now you stop that. I'm sorry. He's just doing, no, he's doing, no, you don't have to call the sheriff. You don't. Em, I gotta call you back. Bill, you got the Morgan's dog to howling again? Nobody wants to hear this yelling and stuff.
I wasn't yelling, I was doing a famous speech from...
It's not famous. Does anybody know what he was even talking about?
I mean, it was...
No, you don't. What was that all about?
Well, that was about Henry V.
You know, the Morgans are starting to think you're crazy.
Well, no,
Every couple of nights it's just yelling and...
You know. No, this was Henry V. This is a famous play, and that's a famous speech about how Henry's...
About what? That's the whole point. About what?
I'm going to tell you, it's about trying to get his troops geared up for another assault on the walls of this fort so that they can win the battle. So he's saying, once more into this breach, into this hole in the wall, and then we're going to win this battle.
Hole in the wall. We're going to be in this hole in the wall for the rest of our life if you're sitting around doing these little screaming speeches every night.
Well, I'm not always screaming, Dottie, you know that. You know,
I'm sorry.
All right, well, anyways, look, can I just finish this up?
Where's she finished?
Well, no, we're still on the YouTube.
Was there more?
Yeah, well, there are YouTubies right out there. Anyways, this is Dallas Bill with Dottie. Say goodnight, Dottie.
Good night.
Adios.